Hello and welcome back to Sneaker Talks. I am your host, Cameron Limes. With me are Cameron and the Limes. Sneaker Talks is a show where we discuss sneakers and how they've impacted the culture and us respectively. Today's question of the day is, which Jordan is the best Jordan model? Cameron, you can start.
Thank you so much, Cameron. Appreciate that. I'm just going to start off by saying that the Jordan 1 is the greatest Jordan of all time. There's no question in my mind just of how the sales have gone. I have my digits up right here, the sales. And each Jordan 1 that I've seen recently has sold out. The colorways, the materials, etc. The Jordan 1 is going to be the most iconic Jordan brand sneaker in existence. Thank you so much. Okay, so from what I've seen, the Jordan 4 will always be a classic. I know the ones are amazing in their own sense, but hear me out, the Jordan 4, the 4s are going to be more iconic.
The 4s?
The 4s are always going to be
you're
above
putting
the
the
ones.
4s above the 1s.
Explain to me in what world
Okay,
the
let's just take a
4s
look.
will go above the
one.
Even MJ said that the 4s are more comfortable to play in than the 1s. You can wear the 4s in every day. It's way easier. No. Hear me out. No. I gave you a second. Hold on. Okay, listen to me. Whenever you buy a Jordan 1, you know you are buying a part of a legacy. When you're buying a Jordan 4, excuse me,
False.
you're honestly just getting another sneaker.
Still buying.
That's not
It's a
as
legacy.
iconic as a Jordan 1. Sure, okay. But how many Jordan 4s are sitting and not selling? So many
The
more
Zoom
Jordan
flies?
4s are doing that.
The Zoom
Overall, you
flies?
can't tell me that there's a Jordan 1 that has not sold out, that was not a mid,
The
that
Zoom
was a high,
flies. The Zoom
that's
flies
not
have
sold
been
out. Sitting for months. Those things, nobody likes them. They're ugly. A lot of the past ones that have been coming out, the colorways are terrible. Okay, fine. I see what you're saying. But overall, I'm just saying overall, you cannot put the 4s in the
course you
same
can.
category as
Of
you have
course
the
you can.
1s. It does not make sense. See, you don't even know what you're saying. You don't even. You're not making
You
any
don't know
sense
what
right
you're
now. You're not making sense. What you're telling me is that when you're buying the 4s,
Yes.
you're like, oh, I like this over 1. There are not half as many collabs. Don't even get me started on collabs. If it wasn't for Travis Scott, the 4s would never even be in the picture.
No, okay,
They
let's
would
talk
not.
about
The 1s. The only reason the 1s came back is because that's the first sneaker Jordan ever made. Name me 4 iconic 4s that were not. Okay,
Start with
collabs.
the break.
Tell me something. Grant.
Okay,
Even
the
give me
M&Ms,
grants. Even
the
give me some 4
Carhartts,
grants.
the undefeated.
I'll give you once. Watch me. You ready? Okay.
You don't
Dior.
have the Travis
You
Scott
don't have
kinds of
those.
family.
The Travis Scotts. Beautiful.
You don't have
Jordan
them.
has been coming out with iconic ones for as long as Jordan has been around. You cannot
Yes.
tell me.
No.
We're not. No.
What you're
Performance doesn't
talking
even
about
count.
is
into
irrelevant
Performance
to
does
the
not matter in
argument.
this. What you're telling me is
I
that
will-
you're buying the
Yes,
4s over the
every
1s
day
on an
because those
everyday
are a
basis.
better quality sneaker than the 1s. The 1s you keep on ice. You wear the 4s until they're beat down into the ground.
Okay, let's just break it down.
I'm
Let's break it
trying
down
to
because you're
help you
clearly
in
wrong,
this
and I'm trying to explain to you.
No,
I'm trying
you're not
to, I'm
helping
trying
me.
to help you in this scenario.
Fine. Okay. All right.
Listen,
Listen.
listen to me on this one. The
Don't get me
materials
started
alone.
on the materials.
The materials alone. Look at the shattered backboards. Okay? Look at the Travis Scotts. Look at the mochas. Look at the variety of the patent leather. Look at the variety of textures that you have on a pair of 1s versus 4s. 4s only come in either like leather or suede. There is no difference between them. And you can't. I don't care what Travis Scott did with the 4s or with the 1s.
going to be
They're
better
still
with
better.
the 4s. You can wear
They're
them in
still
sleep
better.
around.
They're just better. The 1s are always
False.
going to be better at the end of the day. The
False.
1s will
What you're
always
saying
match
is
the
biased
4s.
information because of what you're hearing from Hype House, from the hype people who are telling you, oh, the 1s are it. False.
No.
False.
At the end of the day,
False.
the 1s are more
False.
popular than the 4s.
You're
and you
incorrect
cannot
there,
change
sir.
my
I'm
mind.
sorry.
You
You're
cannot
incorrect.
change my
You're
mind on this
you're wrong.
opinion. You cannot.
Thank you so much for your comments there. Now, let's move on to our next subject about how the VP of the sneakers apps was perhaps was secondhand backdooring her sneakers, some of the sneakers, to her kid so he could start reselling and making profit off of it. What are your thoughts?
Well, from what I've seen and heard, her actions towards the sneaker community were absolutely atrocious. And looking at it from a buyer standpoint, from a man who has taken more L's on the sneaker app than he has in his dating life, you can't tell me that that's wrong. I mean, that's just wrong. I don't know what they're doing with the sneakers afterwards. I don't know.
It is.
Okay, but what I will say is that her husband,
Hopefully
if you remember this was back in, I think, 2015. If you remember this, back in 2015,
Yes,
her
I do
husband
remember.
randomly found
Yes.
7 pairs of Air
Found
Mags
them.
in a storage
The Air
locker
Mags.
out of the blue. Do you remember
That's
that?
right. That's correct.
Yeah, that was a lot.
I do remember.
That was a lot for everybody. Those sneakers
Yeah.
each cost
Yes,
roughly
sir.
25 grand.
That's a lot of money.
She was funding this sneaker business for a long time, long before her son started reselling. I believe that when her husband
Okay.
began it, and then her son took up part of it. That's my thought on the subject. Overall, I'll pass it over to you, Limes.
I can agree on that. I fully agree. I fully agree on that part. As a matter of fact, I don't even see a point in discussing it anymore. Honestly, it's atrocious and it's upsetting. And let's just move on. Great points from both of you. Thank you so much. On to our next topic. Yeezy has done really well with Adidas recently, but do we see a future with it? And if so, what's it going to be? Limes, you can start on this one.
The Nike versus Adidas argument right now, I would have to say that Adidas is trying to pull some powerhouse collabs into the mix right now. With Jerry Lorenzo, they got Beyonce, they got Messi, of course. They're pulling all these creators are trying to pull into Adidas. Right? They even got Sean Witherspoon
that's
from
fair.
Nike.
That's fair.
And what I will
his
point out to you
collab
on the
Okay.
Nike versus Adidas front. In the last 5 years, Nike has made way more progress than Adidas has.
Okay.
Adidas has been banking on this Ultra Boost, but
Facade
Adidas
is still the
this
go-to.
idea of Ultra Boost for the last 5 to 7 years now. They've improved technology, okay,
Big
but they
move,
still
okay,
hold.
they've
They've given us
They hold
more
up.
boost in your sneaker. Great, that's exactly what you wanted. It's not. Look at Nike. Let's go over to Nike. Okay, they're coming out with new models. They're coming out with new technology.
Okay, let's take a venture over to
yearly.
Nike.
Like the sneaker that was made
Okay.
for people with disabilities that folds in the middle. You can just put your foot right in. Boom. Where's Adidas on this front? Adidas has been silent.
That's fair.
Trying to get Jerry
That's
Lonzo
fair.
off to
Adidas
their
is
side. I
lacking.
get it. I
I'll
get it.
give you that.
You're
I'll
trying to
give you
put
that.
more guns on your side. But the Beyonce, the
agree.
Ivy League, that entire
Yes.
collab, never heard any
Yeah.
hype about that. There's
Yeah.
been nothing about that. It's been
Okay,
just sitting on
those
shelves.
were a little bit more
waiting
low-key.
for people to
They
say-
were low-key.
Only people I've seen is Ellen and freaking Lil Yachty to actually get those sneakers, and YouTubers across the globe getting in the ice pack.
Okay.
Okay, cool, great design. I love what you're doing there, but you can't pretend
boxing was amazing.
that Adidas is trying to keep up with Nike now. Now they are falling behind. There's no amount of Yeezys that are going to come out in the near future that are going to even compete with Nike. The last time that a Yeezy was good when it was back with Nike. And you can't change my mind on that. Right now, they don't
agree on
have the
agree
manpower,
on
they
that.
don't
I'll
have
agree.
the celebrity, they don't have the collaborations that Nike has right now.
They don't.
Be putting out so much hype. They're falling behind.
But
At this
right
point,
now-
I
But
even think that
let's
New
take a
Balance
look
could
at the
overtake
future.
Adidas by 2025. Easily. Mark my words on that. Easily. Nah. New Balance
No,
is doing
no,
new
I'm
things.
gonna keep
They're
you
making
to
new
that.
models.
I
They're
disagree.
catching wind. They're moving forward.
No.
Adidas is staying stagnant where they are,
Okay.
making little to no progress. You can't tell me that that's not
Because you
where
don't
you see
need
the
to change
future
what's
going.
already
Nike
good.
is going to become
You
the
don't need to change
overarching winner
It's
of the
fine.
sneaker industry. Excuse me. There is no question in my mind about
Okay.
that happening.
I can agree. Yeah. Okay. I can agree with you on that. But hear me out. Last word going in. I think that right now Adidas is taking a step back. You have to take a step back to move forward. And that's where they're going right now. Thank you both so much for your takes. And of course, thank you for watching. We'll be back next week.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time.
I'll see you next week.
Thank you so much for having me on the show.